Is the audio working? Hello? Yo, what up, Persp?
Hello guys, welcome to Perspectopia. My name is Anushka and I don't think you've ever seen me before, so this is just me.
What do you have for us today? I'm gonna have these shades on me today because I have a revolting eye infection that I don't want you guys to see. Well, bring it on.
So, teenage years, let's talk about that for a second, shall we?
I've been out of school for a few years now, but some of my fondest memories happened while I was in school, obviously, because it's supposed to be the best time of your life.
We are weird, we don't know what to expect, and we're in a phase where we're trying to transition from being a child to being a full-fledged adult. And let me tell you, it's scary.
And I'm telling you, it definitely is. If you're having a terrible time at school right now, you're not. It's a period of learning, self-exploration, making mistakes, you know. You're still a fetus. You can make all the mistakes you want and not have to deal with really serious long-term repercussions. Unless you tried drugs. Stay away from drugs, kids. I used to be a very cool teen. No, actually, I got a couple of good stories, no cap. You guys might want to hear this. Believe it or not, I was very innocent as a kid. Going to middle school. Right off the bat, puberty talk. The hormones, those hormones are killing it, dog. I don't know what happened in middle school biologically, but my voice just went bah. And I used to be like this little boy. Miss Carolyn, I did my 20-minute reading today. But no, now I'm in middle school and I speak like this. Voice cracks. And then hair just starts growing in all parts of your body where you don't want hair to grow in the first place. There are some ugly places where hairs grow. Dude, I discovered puberty in the most honest and purest way.
Let's talk about bullying for a second. Yeah, that thing. It's been talked about so many times. It's been talked about on so many different platforms. You speak about it all the time. There's been songs written about it, but we never really got to the bottom of it, or we never really got to what it really meant. And for me, I think that meant was that change is coming. I think we're all so wired to always knowing who we are. I think as kids, we never figured out who we are, and suddenly we're thrown into puberty and we're thrown into a lot of what Andre said. And I think what's wrong, or what's the most disgusting thing about bullying, is we think that we need to change ourselves according to the bullier, or we need to change ourselves according to the bully or what he's saying or what his or her standards are. But let me tell you, you don't need to change for anyone. You are perfect as you are. You're gonna kill the game, and 20 years from now, you're not even going to remember that person, because that's how great, or that's how beautiful of a person you're going to be. I've gone through bullying myself. I have been bullied into doing so many things that I regret. There's no way to stop. The only thing that you can do is push through it. You need to be vocal about it, but at the same time, you need to remember that just because you want somebody to change, they're not going to change. And you cannot go on and change the whole world. The only person that you can change is yourself, and the only thing that you can change is your mindset about things. Another thing that I feel that teenagers often don't understand is the fact that your voice matters. You do matter. Whatever you do does matter. Society is going to try to put you down. They're going to try to tell you that you're a kid and that you need to stay home and do and study and do this and do that. But let me tell you, if you have a creative mind, if you have passion, if you really want to pursue something and you don't want to wait until you're 21 to do that, then just don't wait. Don't wait, because the best choices or the best time of our lives is in our teenage years. And if we focus the amount of time and energy that we put into other nonsensical stuff, into thinking about what that person is thinking of me or what this person is thinking of me, instead, if we put that time into something that we're passionate about, then I think the outcome is going to be more satisfying than anything that society could ever tell you, or anything that society could ever do for you, for that matter. So don't worry about it, just go with the flow, because you do you, and you are not gonna wait. If you want to do something, do it. Don't wait for somebody to come and give you the confirmation that you need to start doing it, because this is the confirmation. This is where I tell you that you need to freaking do it. And I look like a hooligan.
Moving on. One of the most important things to have as a teenager is a clique, you know, a really close group of friends. I was the most uncool kid because I was so fixated on my books. You know, I really want to get nice grades. Going into high school, this all changed. It was one of the greatest life burnouts I've ever experienced. I bleached my hair, I rebelled, I didn't attend classes, and just hung out with the lesser academic friends, and they were super cool. We still have a group together, the 5 of us, and the moments that I share with these boys are some of the most intimate moments you can have with friends. It's insane. You guys need a clique. I'm serious. Of course, I didn't forget the responsibility to graduate, you know, and I graduated in the end, almost not graduated. All in all, I feel like I wouldn't have done anything different to my school life because it was ace, mate. Amaze balls. Yee. Listen, I'm very focal on my experiences, you know. I feel like other people can relate to it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a special case. But I mean, it's life, right?
Another thing I want to touch upon is depression and anxiety and stress and all that unfun stuff. But the truth is that it's going to be there. Sometimes you are going to feel overwhelmed. Sometimes it's crushing down on you. Sometimes you're going to feel as if you can't live anymore. And I think feeling those things is alright, but the thing that we do to make those things go down or, you know, make ourselves feel better are more important. If you are depressed, then the only thing you can do is find your happiness. Because let me tell you one thing, love is the most uncertain thing that you can hold on to at this point of time. And I think not all of us are lucky that we do find the one in these years. The only love, or the love that you really can count on, is the love that your family gives you, is the love that your friends give you. It's the love that you produce for yourself. We all want to be loved. We all want to feel like we're the only one in the room, and I think that's alright. I think we deserve to be loved. As far as human rights go, I think love should be a human right because we deserve to be loved. The one thing that I can tell you about what I have experienced in these teenage years is how much ever you want to seek for love outside your family. I think it's difficult, but that does not mean to stop taking chances. That does not in any way indicate that you need to stop being who you are, because you need to continue. Like, you need to freaking continue being who you are, and that is the only thing that we take with ourselves at the end of the day, is who we are and who we've become. And maybe you're going to be lucky and you're not going to feel that much of it, or you might feel the stress but you might not feel the anxiety, or you might not be depressed, or you might have it better than some of other people do. But just remember that compassion goes a long way. Compassion is the only thing that you can give a person, and hope that it makes them feel better. A few words of love and compassion are just going to change their whole freaking day. Be vocal about your feelings. You need to understand that there are people that are going to listen to you. You need to know that somebody is out there and somebody is feeling the same thing as you, and it's not necessary to fit into a box, because we're not meant to be. We're not meant to fit in a box. We're meant to evolve. We're meant to break boundaries. We're meant to be limitless. Nobody's going to do that for you, because at the end of the day, I think teenagers are just the time that you understand who you are. It's time for you to be the person that you want to be, or that you see being successful in the future, and you start becoming that person, because unless and until you manifest it, you take one step forward toward what you want to be, and I'll guarantee you that in no time you are going to be that person. You don't need to seek confirmation from somebody else on what your life decisions are. You don't need somebody to do that for you. You are your own boss. How much ever we try to push our parents away or how much ever we try to think that they're not going to understand, I think the problem is you, because maybe all you need to do is just let it out. And I cannot tell you the number of times that I have let it out, and I have been the most happiest human alive just because I did it. That's what family is, because they're going to stick by you no matter what, even if you want them to or not. So I think you better be grateful for them. It's never going to be perfect, but we can try to be happy and healthy and blessed and be grateful while we go on this crazy journey that is life itself.